Oh, okay. What's up, guys? Started a minute or two early here. Got a couple people on. Awesome. Thank you. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, just so I know that you guys can hear me. Or if you always you can type into the chat as well if you have questions or comments as we kind of move along. But thumbs up would be appreciated if I just so I know my microphone and everything is working. Like I said, I'm a minute or two early here. So, all right, awesome. I got a thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Thanks for letting me know. So I'm getting better at getting these lives going. I still need to get the software going so I can share my screen. So I'm going to do my best today to give you guys an update on some things coming down the pipe that I promised I would. I sent an email out maybe a week or two ago saying that there's going to be some upcoming spring stuff coming out. I know it's January. It seems like it's happened so fast, but the off season is going to be here before we know it. And I sent an email out to the whole club, just our junior A families, letting you know that hey, here's what's going to be coming up. You're going to see a launch of the Monarchy ice hockey program, and you're going to see start to see our junior A and spring program come out. And I wanted to make sure that our junior A families get kind of the inside scoop of anything before anything goes out. The first opportunity to ask questions, give comments, and sign up for things that will work for them. And also, though, getting your feedback is super helpful for me as we plan to roll things out and roll programs out and communicate things better and all that other stuff. So, as promised, I'm going to start talking to you about what's coming up next because we are almost at mid-January and you're going to start to see more stuff roll out. So I did mention that the Monarchy ice hockey program was going to be announced. So we just did one little real kind of soft launch. There's a website up, monarchyicehockey.com, with some information. And there was one email blast sent out just about announcing this program. That's it so far. You're going to start to see more on that program. As I explained, if you didn't watch my first live, it's on our live playlist for YouTube. I talked about the ecosystem of our organization, that we are part of a parent company that has many different segments, the foundation of which is the Junior Reign Youth Hockey Club families. And we have built something that we believe did not exist and that was necessary to serve the biggest goals and ambitions and dreams of our best fit families and players by building other pieces around, including our training facilities, which you did not have to be part of the Junior Reign to be a part of. And you're going to see I give you guys a bit of a sneak peek. You're going to see a rebrand coming up on that. Our tournament series, which of course we have other clubs from all over the world that come to do that. Our Junior A teams, again, we have San Diego Sabres and the Ontario Junior Reign. We have high school programs that we manage and operate. We have a college program that we're working with right now. Another kind of inside tip that we're working with, potentially launching shortly here on that as well. So these are things that stand on their own. They're not part of the Junior Reign, but as I mentioned, we are of course biased to our Junior Reign families, and we're building everything with our Junior Reign families in mind. The prototypical best fit type of family and player that we know that are the best kind of fit for us, our kind of people in our program to get the most of our program, the same mindsets, which I also did a live on. You can catch up on that. The mindsets to be successful within our program. Those type of people, what are the things that they need at different points in their journey to really deliver on achieving those biggest goals and ambitions and that transformation? And what we found is just a hockey club is just one piece of that. So we've built a number of other pieces that if you're really taking advantage of our programming, you're able to take advantage of the different pieces of those programs at the appropriate times for your player and where they're at in their journey. And so one of the pieces of this ecosystem is not the Junior Reign, is the Monarchy ice hockey program. And the Monarchy ice hockey program is an elite AAA level birth year tournament team program. It actually starts as young as 2014 birth years. But on the East Coast and in Canada and things, there are AAA level tournaments at that level because they call divisions different things, different places. In California, we don't have AAA starting until the 12U. But in the East Coast and in Canada, they'll call AAA even an 8 and 9 and 10. So it's the highest level teams at birth years, from 2014 all the way to 2004. The Monarchy Ice Hockey program offers tournament teams to go to these events, and these kids can come from anywhere around the world. So we already have applications from kids in Canada, from kids in Europe, from kids in Minnesota, from kids in Chicago, and of course from kids locally. We love to provide the opportunity to kids in our Junior Reign program to get to experience these events if that's what their goals are, and if that's the right fit for them, to go to Chicago for Chi-Town Shuffle, to go to the Minnesota Stars and Stripes for that event, and play on top-end level teams like their birth year and experience that competition, experience that type of event, that type of facility. What we found is it gives them a spark and something to just get excited about, and motivated for playing hockey, for those kids that are ready for it, and for the kids and families that want that and want to travel to do that. You do not have to do that program to be in the Junior Reign. You do not automatically make that program if you're in the Junior Reign. We're not gonna put people in position to not be successful. Those are very high level events. So if you're interested in that program for your child, of course, we'll make ourselves available for our Junior Reign families if you want to have a conversation about your child, if they're ready for that. The app, all the information is on monarchyicehockey.com. Many of these events are non-USA Hockey sanctioned events, so there's different insurance and things like that. And it's said, like I said, it's separate from the Junior Reign. There are four events right now: Chi-Town Shuffle in Chicago in April, Minnesota Stars and Stripes in May, Carmen Star locally in Los Angeles in Memorial Weekend. And then we're also working on finalizing details on a European tour for certain age groups to Finland and Czech under the Monarchy Ice Hockey program. And that's in July, August. So this is most of the details here are already up on the website, and you can apply right on there, and use your Junior Reign coaches as a reference for Junior Reign families, so we can help and talk about that with your player if you're interested in that. Okay, so that is already launched, but you're going to see more of that coming soon. The next thing is our Junior Reign program. So specifically for our Junior Reign families, you're going to see team announcements coming out soon. And we're really excited about that. We've grown a lot. We continue to grow a little bit, but then we're close to our cap, where we're going to be about as big as we're going to be as a club, and that's going to be it. That's as many teams as we're going to take, and we're almost there. We're already the third largest club in Southern California, right up there behind the Ducks and the Kings. So obviously have a lot of facilities. So we are kind of one of the big boys now with the Ducks, Kings, and Sharks, as well as the levels that we're able to offer. We are the only clubs, along with those clubs, the juniors, the Junior Sharks, Junior Kings, Junior Ducks, Junior Reign, that offer that have the number of teams that we have, all the way from 8U, B, up through the AAA national bound levels. So you're going to see our team announcements come out, and then shortly thereafter our coach announcements, which we're working on now, finalizing the coaches. We'll be hiring some new coaches as well, to add to our current awesome coaching staff. And you're going to see that we have the same we have now, but we have two different kind of types of programs at appropriate times and levels. So we have our local rink A and B programs. Okay, so we're going to have at each Riverside and Carlsbad, we're going to have an 8UA, a top level 8U team, and an 8UB, a starting level 8U team for kids kind of younger and starting out. Okay, we are going to have a 10U top team and a 10U feeder team, development team, 10UA, 10UB. Okay, we are going to have a Pee-wee 12U AB group, and we'll have a Bantam AB group out of Riverside and out of Carlsbad. Local program, play at your local rink, play with that team, have your team practice with them, have your coach out of that local area. At the tier level, AA and AAA, at the elite levels, starting at 12U, we have a multi-rink program. And how that is designed is that and a lot of you guys know this already, you train midweek at your local rink as part of tier level, elite level only combined practices, shared practices with other tier level teams in your age group. And we're going to be making some tweaks, some exciting changes that I'm going to share with you guys about additions, additional ice and things like that for those teams that we'll share as we come along. And then you have mandatory team-only practice on the weekends. Right now, that's in Riverside on Saturdays, and we're getting some more ice for that as well. And we're working on, like I said, some tweaks to this as we also develop where more of our players are coming from, things like that. The reason for that is to be able to build elite level teams. Any program who's able to deliver to build elite level teams across numerous age groups and levels needs to pull from a wide geography and a big base. So we've designed our program to give our players the opportunity to stay close to their local rink and keep up with their schoolwork and all that stuff without having to go out to LA or something to play on a high level team, play locally, and then also be a part of an elite level team of a combined top end kids from a big geography, and have their team practices as well, team focused practices that we're going to be expanding upon and with your coach and your team only. So we will have our team announcements will show 12 AA, 12 AAA, 14 AA, 14 AAA. There's a potential for 13 AAA. I'll explain in a moment. 16 AA, 15 AAA, 16 AAA, 18 AA, 18 AAA. So essentially a full fledged of teams, the AA and AAA level from 12U up at each age group. Now, AAA is pending CAHA approval. CAHA makes adjustments and changes each year to the AAA awards and teams that get named and clubs. And that's a process that we'll continue to follow through on. I believe our club is positioned in a really strong position to get awarded that. We've been awarded more and more each of the last 4 to 5 years. We've grown in that level, and we've had great results, getting better every year. Regardless, we don't know, we can't guarantee which direction CAHA is going to go with the number of AAA teams and how that's awarded and all those types of things. That will continue to be to evolve. However, we are completely confident in our ability to deliver those elite level teams because of a number of other things as well. We have our membership in the NAPHL, which is a Tier 1 elite type league. There's really only 2 in the nation, the Tier 1 elite league, the Ducks and Kings and Sharks are a part of, and the NAPHL that us, the Junior Golden Knights, and some other like Colorado Renegades, Colorado Thunderbirds, West Coast Renegades, Madison Capitals. So those 2 that we're a part of, and our club has membership in that. So we've had even some in the past. Sometimes we had a top AA level team in an age group, and we didn't field the AAA yet. We were an NAPHL Showcase Tier 1 level team as well. So we have a number of options to deliver Tier 1 hockey regardless, Tier 1 hockey opportunities. And so those are the teams that we'll be building. We'll be building a Tier 1 level team at each age group, at each birth year from 12 up to 18, and a AA, which is a very high level as well. And the goal is to develop a competitive team that can compete for championships at every single age group at the tier levels, at 12U all the way up as well. And we'll continue to evolve the program as things come out with CAHA and things like that. But we think we're in a strong position, and we also have, like I said, a lot of other things going for us, like our membership in the NAPHL that you can't just get into. And we've had that membership for 4 years now, and a great relationship. So that's what's coming out with our team announcements. You'll see this on paper and things, but I want to kind of give you guys the first look before anything's announced. With that, our Junior Reign Spring program is going to be coming out. And this is the program for building our teams for next year, getting with your coach, getting with your team, preparing for tryouts and for next year. Okay, so if you are serious about playing for the Junior Reign again next year, you're going to want to join the spring program and get clear on the level of team that you're trying out for, the coach, where your kid is at, what they need to do, and and get them positioned in that place so we can build a strong team culture and core group of families for that team for next season. Okay, so our season with the current Junior Reign season will end with practices basically that first week in March. For our A and B, the tier program is pretty much done by then, unless they move on to districts and states, which we have some teams in the mix to potentially to do that. Our A and B teams that move on to playoffs, which we'll have several, will potentially play another up to 1, 2, 3 more weekends, depending on how far they go in the playoffs. Our junior reign spring program will start right after that. So it's really like kind of the third or fourth week of March. You'll see the stuff on paper, but I'm kind of explaining to you guys first. Junior reign spring program will start towards the back half of March. It will go into early June where the tryouts are. So it's preparing for the tryouts and getting positioned there. What it will consist of, there's going to be two types of spring programs, the same way that I've explained our A and B local program and our Tierra Elite program. So the A and B local program will be, of course, just out of your local rank. So you'll sign up. So 8U through 14U A and B levels, and we'll group the teams and players in the appropriate groupings, of course, on the ice and things with their appropriate level. That will consist of a midweek practice at your local rink and off ice, and a weekend game format. Okay, scrimmage game at the club level with your coach and your age group. Okay, from late March through June. Okay, it will also include 2 tournaments with your team, Easter weekend and Memorial weekend, both locally. Okay, it could be at our rinks, it could be at LA or Anaheim, that type of thing. Okay, or San Diego. So 2 tournaments, and it ends up being about 12 to 14 practices and 10 to 12 games. Okay, and that's going to take you all the way through. After Memorial Weekend tournament, there's going to be the AAA tryouts, AA tryouts, and B tryouts. So that's going to be a program that's run and sets you up to start working with your team. And a lot of kids are moving up age groups and things and get set up towards completely kind of know where you're at and towards your team for next year. At the tier elite levels, and again, all these junior reign programs are application only. I'll explain that in a moment. The junior reign families are pre-approved to stay and have a spot in our junior reign program. Now, of course, which level team and things like that is a discussion to have with the coach or with our athlete success team and director of player development for where the appropriate level is for your player. But we give the first opportunity, like since Wise isn't advertised yet, the first opportunity for our junior reign families to continue in our program. The Tier Elite program is a multi-rink program. So the spring program runs the same time, late March to early June. Midweek elite skate, separate skates at your local rink. So you're going to identify Carlsbad, Riverside, or Paramount. So LA area kids, okay? You identify your local rink for midweek, and then you're going to have weekend Tier Elite scrimmage games with your age group. So 12U Tier Elite scrimmage game, 14U Tier Elite scrimmage game, 16U Tier Elite scrimmage game, and so on. You're going to have 6 of those in Riverside on a Saturday. You're going to have 6 of those in Carlsbad on a Sunday. All the top kids at the same place playing a game in your age group, competing for AA and AAA levels, working with a coach, and testing yourselves out and having that opportunity to do so. All the top kids in the same place. Just 6 in Riverside and 6 in Carlsbad. Okay, and also though, an Easter tournament locally and a Memorial Weekend in May tournament locally. So 2 tournament teams locally, and then the about, I think it's 12 weekday practices, elite skates, and 12 or 13, and then 12 weekend scrimmage games at the tier elite level. Okay, this is all going to be on paper for you guys. But that's how that works. And then some of those players at the tier elite level will be applying for Monarchy events, and those are designed not to conflict with the spring program. So if you apply for those events, you could also do that. The tier elite players may also apply to do that. So that's how that's going to work. How it's going to work, one more quick thing is exciting, another secret that's not announced yet. We're going to be rebranding our girls program. We have a girls program just starting to build. That's going to become the Snow Leopards. So we're going to have a Snow Leopards spring program as well under our director, Coach Tori Pizzuto. And the snow leopard comes from, if you look at the Ontario Reign mascot, it is a snow leopard. It used to be the Kings mascot. If you look at the Junior Kings program, they have the Junior Kings, and they have the LA Lions, a different brand, a unique brand for their girls program, and that's what we'll be coming out with as well. There will be a spring skates program plus tournament team option for that program as well for our girls that are interested in that. So what's going to happen is, here's how the program is going to work. The Junior Reign families are going to get the first opportunity to sign up for this program. We have a certain number of ice time booked, a certain, like I said, number of teams that we're going to build for next year, so a certain amount of spots for our spring program. Once that's full, it's full. We're not going to expand it. Okay, so we have room for all of our current Junior Reign families, plus some new ones. Okay, but once it's full, it's full. So our Junior Reign families are going to get the first opportunity to register for this program. And if you're ready to roll and you want to continue with the Junior Reign and you're ready to commit to the program, you're going to get significant savings, probably save $300 or $400 in the best pricing of anyone to register for this program. You're going to be able to have payment plan options to make it easy and spread it out and all that kind of stuff. We're going to make it as easy as possible for our Junior Reign families to say, they're the right, this is the right club for you. You're the right family for us. We want to roll together. Let's sign up. You don't have to every week and everything sign up for a new link and everything. You're in the program. You get a schedule. You know which team we're going towards, which coaches and all the stuff. You have conversations that you need, as many conversations as you need to feel comfortable, and we're set. Okay. So that's the first step for the Junior Reign families. After we have a deadline for early bird commitments to the Junior Reign spring program, we will release it open to new players that want to come in and experience the Junior Reign and sign up for the Junior Reign full package program. At any point in time, that program, certain age groups or certain days of the week may fill. Once we fill, and that's full. After a few weeks of that, so let's say towards we get the end of January for our Junior Reign families, as we get in February for the open, as we get closer to the program towards the end of February, if there are openings still in certain days or programs or age groups, there will be a la carte option that you can sign up for the remaining amount once or certain sessions and come drop in. Only where there is room, and it will be significantly more expensive. It won't be unreasonable, but it's going to be more expensive than the players that are returning and that are committed to our program. You're going to get the best, a lot of discounts and the best deal to commit early on to the program and just be set. Okay, the players that start to drop in later where there's room, we have to obviously have registration links for that. The coach has to make adjustments to the practice plan and the game plan, and after we have staffing and we have different things that we have to check who's registered and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be an option for people who want to wait. Where there's room, and it's going to be more expensive. So just so you know what's coming and how that's going to work. Okay, so that's how it's going to get rolled out. What I would implore you to do is, if you want to be part of the Junior Reign again, and you've had a great experience and you want to continue, is to jump in early, have the conversations that you need to have, like with your coaches or with director of player development or with the athlete success team, to feel comfortable, and then you can just kind of relax, slow down. You have your schedule for the spring. The dates of the tournaments. You have your team, your tryouts, and your player can just come and work on becoming a better hockey player and having fun, which is the thing. Unfortunately, what we see a lot in the market and why we've designed the program this way is what's going to happen is just going to happen to a certain number of people. It's going to get to the off season. Different people, parents from other places that whatever, going to start talking about this or that and things, and people, you're going to get caught up with that, and then we've seen people that will start to, go around to the different rinks and hear that the grass is greener over here or there, and try this and try that with this coach and that coach, and it's a free country and it's your child. You're welcome to do whatever you want, and you're welcome to spend your time and your money wherever you want. And it's tempting sometimes to do, especially if the other coach starts saying, hey, I want your kid, I really want to work with them, all that stuff, because that's what will happen. Recruiting will start to happen. As your player starts to get older and better and more experienced in club, other coaches will start to recruit them. They'll start to tell you stuff promise you things, offer you things, offer you discounts, offer you free stuff, offer you power play time, captaincy, whatever it is, the kids get better, or say different types of things. And that's going to happen. And we can't control that, and I just don't get involved in that. If you get mixed up in that stuff, or if the junior range is just not the right fit for you, then you want to experience those things and expose your kids to new opportunities. If that happens and then it's not what it's said to be, and it's not all what it's made out to be, and then there's hidden fees and there's extra politics and there's extra stuff, and then you try to come back, we want to help your kid. We don't, we don't like blacklist people or anything like that. We'd love to help your child or kid, but just know certain programs may be full, things will be more expensive, and sometimes we've seen kids get, they're racing around to different places and it's stressful, and then they think they have a spot and then they don't, and it's like the spring and trout season can be extremely stressful for families. And what we really pride ourselves on is that we've developed a system where we get our kind of people, our kind of families with the right mindsets, aligned mindsets, similar shared mindsets and values that commit to doing the work, having integrity, having the character, growth, ambition, family support, club support, and we're going to do the work, and we're going to help your player get there. And we're not going to discard them because we can take this other kid now who grew a little bit faster than you. We have a place in our club for our people, for our right people. You can rest. You can just come. It doesn't mean you don't work hard. Your kid can come and work hard and focus on things that are important, not chasing around politics and that kind of stuff. Having a good culture and a good environment, a positive place to be, to feel a part of, the family, and come and work hard at getting better at hockey and being a better athlete and being a better person, and focus on that versus you may have to experience it for yourself, but the craziness of the off season of people racing around to different rinks and not knowing if the coach is gonna get the team or not, or whatever, and then if their kid's gonna be left out, or if they're gonna have to drive far away now to join this other team because this team fell apart. I mean, there's countless examples. We have people in our club that have experienced it and then come back. And we're not perfect by any means. Okay, we have a lot to improve on, and you're going to see some big improvements this year. But talk to some other families and things who've done that kind of stuff, and talk to us and ask your questions. And we hope that we can create an environment for you that is as stress-free as possible, clear and transparent as possible. You know the schedule, you know the pricing. We have payment plans. We make it easier and cheaper for you, for our families. We communicate with you. We give you opportunities to communicate as much as you need to know where your kid's at, where they're going, what the plan is, and we can come in and work and prepare for next season. So that's what's coming. You're going to see likely something today on an opportunity to register first for the spring program, to reserve your spot and to set yourself up. I'm just checking my notes here. If I missed anything, if I did, I'll do probably another live, and that's going to come out to you guys first. And then you're going to see it roll out, and you'll see more stuff on Monarchy. So ask your questions there, and you're going to see more stuff roll out to the public after that. And then if and where there's room, you'll start to see the drop-in stuff come out, probably not until March. So we'll be working to finalize the program all the way until then. Maybe it'll be full, maybe it won't. And then we'll like right when the program starts, we'll have that drop-in option. Just so you know what's coming. If you want to wait for that, you're certainly welcome to do so. So thank you guys. Thank you for the thumbs ups. I appreciate that. Feel free to comment. Respond to my email with questions or comments. Love your feedback. Super helpful to get that before we actually launch stuff. Because I can take that and tweak things and change how we communicate things and that kind of stuff, make it more clear. Appreciate you guys. Have so much fun at your holiday tournaments this weekend. I'll be up in Valencia. My daughter's playing up there. So I'll see some of you guys there. And we will talk to you guys soon. What's coming up next? I've had a lot of requests for the mindset scorecard that I spoke to in the last live. I'll send that out with the video attached to that. If you haven't watched the ecosystem video, understanding really how to get the most of our organization and the mindsets, how to have the most success in our organization, those are the last 2 lives as well. So check those out and let me know what you think. Thank you, Debbie and Greg. Appreciate you guys. Talk to you soon.